Welcome to Wifey Wednesday, your place to learn everything that we never learn as modern, successful, empowered women about how to have it all in our relationships with our men as we are building the lives and businesses that we dream of. I am your girl, Michelle Kanan, also known as the Satisfied Wife. And I just wanted to invite everyone that is tuning on while the interwebs lets you know that I'm here and live and doing my thing. I invite everyone to take a shoulder roll, to stretch, to breathe in and breathe out. And you know that I love to also shake your tatas because, right, so many of us busy women spend all day long living up here in our heads, in front of the computer, in front of our phones, paying attention to everything else out there and not connecting with our most important resource, which is ourselves, our sensual bodies, our feeling selves, and our presence. If you are here, I know that people are popping on live. Say hello. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you are joining me from. I am in beautiful, surprisingly beautiful New Jersey. I'm a New York City transplant that left the city, and I live in the countryside now. And I'm here today because I'm a relationship success coach. And I'm on a mission to help powerful women like you, like me, strong women, visionary women that are building the lives of our dreams feel as successful and satisfied and sexy in our relationships with our men as we do in everything else that we're building and doing. And today I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, something that I love blowing the minds of my clients. And that's why we're here. Hey girl, great to see you. I am talking about why. Oh my God, I'm going live in like the wrong group right now. Am I? Let me see. Hold on one second. Oh my God, I am going on in the wrong group. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I am talking now and going live about why your man doesn't listen to you, right? Who here has the issue that your man, your partner doesn't listen? Okay, I know I'm not the only one, so let me know, raise your hand if you have this issue that your partner does not listen to you. Hold on one second because I am going to just get this started in another group that I totally forgot to stream into. Guys, give me just 1 second here. All right. Let me just put that here. And when your man doesn't listen to you, just give me 1 second. Let me just pop this live. Okay, going live. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Let me just reintroduce myself. It's your girl, Michelle Kanan. I'm also known as the Satisfied Wife. Oh my God. Hello. I'm here live with you guys today. I'm here live with you guys today because it's Wifey Wednesday. And on Wifey Wednesday, I tune in and turn on and share all my knowledge for all of the women out there that want to feel as successful in their relationships with their man as they do in the lives and the businesses that you are creating. And as modern, empowered, successful women, nobody teaches us this stuff, right? We want to get in relationships. We don't want to be alone. We want to fall in love with the loves of our lives. And then suddenly, right, we are thrust into growing businesses and growing lives with a whole other person. And I want to make sure that every woman feels successful with her man, especially those of you that are builders like me, that are multipreneurs, entrepreneurs, coaches, women that are creating, that have your own businesses, that you feel like your man is on your side, that he is your ride or die, that he is your partner, that he is giving you everything that you want and need, and you feel good, and that he feels good too. Okay, so if that's what you want, I want you to just leave me a comment and say, me, I want to be a power couple, right? Because that's what I love to teach women, how to be a real power couple with your man, where you feel unstoppable together because you have a whole other person that is on your team with their own sets of resources and point of view and energy and ways of doing things. And I want you to know how to combine those resources together to build together. That's why I'm here today talking to you about what to do if your man doesn't listen to you, or if you feel like, does anybody else ever feel, raise your hand, leave a comment. If you feel like sometimes you're talking and your man just doesn't hear you, right? It's like you're talking, and it seems like everything you're saying is like flying over his head. It doesn't enter his brain, or maybe he's just like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But hey guys, but when it comes to you asking, okay, what did I say? He's just like, well, I don't know, right? Or when it comes to him actually doing what you're asking him to do, it doesn't happen, right? Like and you're just like, what the hell? Like, why don't you ever listen to me? Like, why don't you ever, give me what I need? Like, and it feels like a frustrating loop. Okay. I know that I'm not the only one. I've been there. I'm hearing a Dharma say, it's not even sometimes, it's all the time. Okay. So there's actually like a really, really good reason why that happens. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. And I'm also going to share with you a really simple way, it's going to take practice, but it's really like when I tell you, you're going to be like, oh, that's what I have to do, that you can have that shift. Okay. So first of all, if you're experiencing the cycle, you're not alone. Okay. And you don't have to feel bad about it, even though you might feel frustrated about it or like, what the hell? Because truly, we never learn these tools and these ways of communicating with our partner in a way that is effective and in a way that also feels good. And when I say feels good, I mean feels good for you and feels good for him too, right? Because I don't know about you, but I want to be in a relationship where I'm super excited and feeling good and getting what I want. And he's super excited and feeling good and getting what he wants and needs too. That's what I call a 100-100 relationship, right? Most people talk about, meeting in the middle and compromise and like, 50-50. No, 50-50 means that nobody is getting what they want fully, and that breeds like resentment, and that makes people feel unfulfilled, and that people makes couples feel frustrated. And I don't want anybody that I'm working with or that's listening here, hey Lena, to know or to have that experience, right? When we can actually not only get everything that we want, but because you have a whole other partner, if you're lucky enough to be in that relationship, you can have even more than you think is possible because you have a whole other person on your team that is bringing you even more ideas and points of views and ways of doing things. But sometimes we feel challenged and stressed by our partner, right? Like sometimes we feel like, well, why is he saying no? Or why is he not doing what we want him to do? Or, does he not want to make us happy? Or does he not want to listen to me? Or, like, what the hell? What the hell? Right. And I'm seeing some comments come in here. Lena's saying, that's my husband talking to me sometimes. Right? Like we've all experienced it and there's nothing to be ashamed of. That's why I'm talking about this stuff, because I want us to be able to like remove the stigma from it, right? Like, and whatever problems or issues we might have, what I love, like, something that's so beautiful inside of my Goddess Wife School is that we all share our issues and our struggles, and we all realize, like, oh, it's not just me. Like, this is common. This is going on with other women and in other relationships. And the reason that it's so common, the reason that you guys are watching and you're just like, yeah, I feel that, or yeah, that's happened, is because no one teaches us the skills. No one teaches us the tools to let it be different. And in fact, a lot of what we're doing is we're trying tactics that either we wish would work on us, right? Like, well, I'm just treating him or talking to him like I would want to be treated or talked to, like, why is he not responding, right? Or we're using tactics or ways of communicating that work in our businesses or work in that outside world, where sometimes we need to be loud or we need to be demanding or we need to be more forceful in order to be heard or get what we want or need. But those tactics are not working in our relationships, right? And they're giving us the opposite effect. They're making us feel like that our man is pulling even more away, or he's listening even less, or he's like resenting us or begrudging us when he does listen to us. And I hate that. I hate feeling frustrated in that way. I hate feeling like, why doesn't my man want to be my partner? Why isn't he doing what I need? Why doesn't he want to listen? Why isn't he showing up for me? And that's why I'm doing these videos. That's why I have my incredible Goddess Wife School. That's why I'm a relationship success coach, so that you can learn this and you can implement this in your relationship and have it be different. And especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're watching, or if you're in business, logically, if something's not working, okay, I need to try something else, right? Like let me shift my tactics, let me shift what I'm doing, let me learn a different way. But when it comes to a relationship, it's like we keep doing the same thing over and over that isn't working, and we get more frustrated and he gets more frustrated. And it's just like, why? That's so illogical. Like, why are we doing that? Let's stop that right now. So, the reason that your man can't hear you, the reason that your man can't listen to you, why he doesn't listen to you, like, right, why it feels like you're talking, but he doesn't hear you, or maybe he tunes you out, hmm, is, can anyone guess? First of all, like, does anybody have an idea of why this is happening or what it is? There's a couple of different ways, but one of the big reasons is a lot of times, I don't know if you had this experience, me, I'll be talking to my man, right? And I think he's hearing me, but it sort of feels like it flies by. And it's because I'm either approaching him in a time when he's not able or capable to listen, and I'm like forcing it anyway, or I'm showing up energetically in a way that feels repellent to him, or it feels like there's a way that he wants to get as far away or just shut it down because he can't be in receiving, or what I call co-creational mode. Like, he's not open to the way that I'm dialoguing with him, so that we can have that conversation so that he can hear me. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever had your man be like, I just didn't hear. And you're like, how could you not hear? I'm talking like right to you, or you were nodding, right? When he says that he can't hear you or he didn't, like, we have to trust him, right? A lot of us have been taught not to trust our partners. A lot of us have been taught since birth and from the media and from a lot of traumatic and terrible things that have happened between women and men in the past, and not and also in the present, that we can't trust men. And then we bring that into our partnerships, into our relationships, and we don't trust our partner. We hear the feedback that we're getting from him, and we take it personal, or we get angry with him at it, or we don't understand, we don't want to. We take a lot of that, like, training that we had, that like men don't want to support us, that we need to fight to get what we want, that that they don't want to show up for us. Like, we hear all of these lessons, and then we bring that into our relationship, and a lot of time it's not true. All we need to do is shift our tactics and shift our energy, and our partners, our husbands, our boyfriends, our fiancés, the men in our life will be so fucking thrilled to be like, yeah, sure. Like, how can I help, or be honest with us, right? When they say like, not right now, but let me let you know when I can do that, right? Or let me let you know another way, or even have better ideas for us too, like about ways that they would be doing that. But we have been trained not to listen to them, and also not to trust them when they're giving us that kind of feedback. So if it feels like you're talking to your partner and he doesn't hear you, you have the full power actually to stop what you're doing, and instead of trying to push, instead of trying to speak louder, instead of getting angry, getting frustrated, I invite you to look at the situation and do what I teach inside of Goddess Wife School. One of the things is called feminine communication. And feminine communication is all about understanding when it's a good time to approach and speak to your partner, especially when it's something important or emotional or like really necessary for you, to make sure that he's available, right? How many of us even check if our partner is available, is energetically open, like how his mood, his energy is, if he's in a good place to talk to us? Most of us don't, right? Most of us as women, what we do is, because we have brains that we can multitask and we can see so many different things and we can talk and do all this stuff. Most men, their minds are different. How they pay attention to things is much more singularly focused than the way that we do. And so actually your man wants to really pay attention and be present, especially when you're sharing big things, important things, necessary things. But we don't always give him the opportunity or approach him when he's in that place, in order to do that, in order to set him up for success, in order to share what it is that we want and need. And so a lot of times he can't pay attention to us because he's doing something else. And then we get pissed off about it. And then we also judge, right? Guilty. We judge, we see like he's on his phone, or he's doing something with, he's fixing something, or he's doing his own project, or he's on the computer, or he's on the toilet, or he's playing a video game or whatever. And we judge that thing as being like way unimportant. And he should stop that, right? He should drop that and listen to me. I'm more important. Why doesn't he prioritize me? Why doesn't he want to listen to me? Okay, not realizing that what he is doing is important to him and necessary to him. And if only we can interface, I sound like a computer program over here, right? If only we can talk to him and help set up a time, right? Or let him know, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Let me know when it's a good time for you. Let's create the time when we can have that dialogue and that communication. When he feels ready, willing, and able to have that conversation, and you do, and you can meet in that place together. Remember, when he's not listening, it's not because he hates your guts. It's not because he's lazy. It's not because he doesn't, care about you, or he just like wants you to deal with it yourself. If you're with a good man, if you love your partner, if he loves you, if you're building a life together, it is imperative. It's so important that you're setting your partner up for success, right? Like just like you would a business partner, right? You would want to approach them, set a meeting with them when you want to talk about something important. You would want to do that with your husband or your boyfriend too, so that you can really meet in a place where he is available. That's one piece. The other piece, it's going to sound simple, but it takes practice, like building a muscle. It takes training, it takes work with yourself. And that is about your energy, right? So that even if you create a space for you to have those conversations, even if you check in with him before to make sure like that he is available to talk to you, that he isn't exhausted from work, that his focus isn't on something else, right? Which are all super important things to do. Your energy matters when you show up to those conversations. The way that you talk, the energy reverberates. It's not only the words that you say, and this is where so many teachers get it wrong. This is why it can feel so challenging for so many women, because you're like, I'm using the words. I'm saying, I'm being clear. Why does it feel like he's misinterpreting me? He's misunderstanding me? Like literally, I've had conversations in the past where I've I've thought I've been so clear to my partner, and he's just like, I that's not what I heard. That's not what I understand. Like that's I don't know when you said that. I didn't hear that. I'm like, how is that possible? How is that possible? But it's true, because the way that I've shown up energetically, the way that I've spoken, my tone of voice, my energy, there's been something in my energy that made a shutdown happen. And I used to fight my man about this all the time. Like, how could you not hear me? Like, but the truth is that for most men, they actually can't. Like physically, something happens. They have their own reactions. They have their own protection mechanisms that come on when they feel threatened, when they feel pressured, when they feel attacked, when they feel criticized, just in the same way that we do as women, except it looks different for them and they express it differently than we do. But we don't understand that because we're looking at him like, but I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't be like that. And that's part of that whole misunderstanding that keeps happening over and over again in relationships. So if you feel like you're having that struggle, okay, if you feel like you want to learn how to, hey, Lissa, if you want to feel like hey, Amy, if you want to feel like you're setting yourself up and your man up for success in communication, especially when it's an important topic, right? Because first of all, we have all of our day-to-day stuff, right? We have the chores that we're doing and the schedules that need to happen. And if you have kids, like taking care of the kids, making sure everybody stays alive, making sure your house plants stay alive, making sure the house is organized, your business, you have so much stuff going on. Learning how to communicate with your partner in a way that he not only hears you, but he understands you, and also truly that he wants to hear you. That the sound of your voice isn't like, oh God, what does she want again? Or I'm going to put on my noise canceling headphones, or like, I'm going to go hide out, whatever. If your man has like a man cave or whatever, like you want to make sure that you are knowing how to approach your partner when he is able to have the communication, and also in a way where he wants to receive you, where he wants to listen to you. And I want to say, for those of you that are like, what, so I can never be angry? I can never like be bitchy, it's not about being perfect. It's not about being happy all the time. Okay. Like this is a huge pressure that a lot of women feel, right? We're taught that we have to be a certain way in order to be liked, and we have to be nice, and we have to be sweet, and we have to be positive and love and light all the time. That's none of that at all. Okay. A good partnership, there is struggle and there are arguments, and that is part of the growth process, right? One of the things that I love to teach my clients is that when you're having struggles with your partner, that's part of how you grow, right? Identifying things that aren't working for you, learning how to come together to solve it or to create something new together that is even better, even more satisfying for the both of you. So it's good when you have problems. It means you've both come to this place where that's not working. Let's try something new. But what I want you to learn and understand is how to set yourself up for success so that you don't keep having the same fight over and over where you're just dumping blame back and forth, or you're protecting yourself from feeling like crap or feeling like you're a problem. And instead, you know how to come together to solve those problems. And so that your communication is received, so that he hears you, so that he understands you, and so that his heart opens to join yours to build something new together, to change those patterns, and to really create a relationship and a life that is stable and helps you grow all the things that you want, including your business, your bank account, and all of your dreams like coming true because of that. So if you are having struggle in communication with your partner, shoot me a DM. Let's talk about it, because most of us don't realize, right? You're struggling so much to get what you need from your man. That attention, that energy, that frustration is cock blocking you. It's cock blocking him from getting everything that you want, and it's hurting other parts of your life, right? It's gunking up the gears. It's making things out of whack. Like when you're fighting with your partner or you're feeling unfulfilled by him, like that takes energy, that takes attention, that keeps you from being your creative best, your most magnetic self, your most successful self in your business, right? We all know when we've been fighting with our partners, it's hard to focus. It's hard to feel really good. It feels like something else is going on behind the scenes and you don't know, especially when you're in a pattern, you don't know how to stop it and it's driving you crazy. Don't waste another minute. There's zero reason for you to have an unfulfilling relationship, and don't feel bad about it. And also don't blame him. These are the things that we never learn, right? Your mom didn't like sit you down and, well, if she taught you how to be a good wife, I'm sure that has its own connotations to it, right? Like, but most of us didn't see what great communication is in our relationships. Most of us don't know how to work with our energy to invite our partner into that space where he wants to listen, where he wants to talk with us, where he wants to be a problem solver together, where he wants to show up as your hero. The women that I work with are men become heroes for us. And that's really what your man wants. He wants to be your hero. He wants to feel like when you look at him, when you talk to him, that you are so grateful, that you love him so much because you see all the amazing, great things that he's doing. And then he feels excited to do even more amazing, great things for you too. That's what I want. That's the kind of patterns and cycles that I want to see in your relationship. So if you feel challenged with that, my incredible Goddess Wife School will teach you everything that you need to know so that you are in flow and you are getting everything that you need from your man. But please message me if you're struggling with communication, if you want some tips, if you want to know how to practice this, if you want to learn what you can do. Okay. And I'm saying what you can do because the really cool thing is, even if your man is stubborn, even if he's just like, if you wanted to take him to therapy, but he's like, I don't want to go to therapy, or you are struggling with this topic, you can make these shifts inside that feel really, really good and juicy for you, and that get you the results with your partner really simply, really quickly, so that you don't have to have this problem where you're like, why don't you listen to me? And he's just like, God damn it, woman. So I hope this was helpful. Leave me a comment. If you have any questions, tag a woman. If you know one of your girlfriends, one of the women in your world is having this kind of struggle with her partner where he just won't listen to her. He doesn't want to hear her. He isn't showing up. He isn't being supportive. I'm on a mission to help women have extremely satisfying relationships with their partners, to give you all of the tools, all of the insight and info for not only why it's happening, but how to shift that. And really, that's what I think of when I think of being an empowered woman, is knowing that you have all of the power to make changes that feel so good for you, that help you connect with your partner, that help him come closer to you, so that you can both be in a power couple relationship and build exactly what you want and need together in your life. Okay. Any questions? Let me know. Hope to see you in my DMs. I'd love to chat with you about it. And honestly, if you want to have a conversation about anything, I am an open door. I'm a wifey just like you. It's Wifey Wednesday, and it's your time of the week to learn how to have a better experience of a wife, be a woman that feels like a goddess every day, a goddess wife. That's what I want you to feel like in your life, fully supported, fully loved, fully adored by your man, because life feels really good when you have it like that. Okay. I'm going to be signing off now. I hope everything is amazing with you, and I'll see you next Wifey Wednesday. Bye.